Jason with Denwerks. Got something really special today. 1964 Austin Mini, little Cooper. Really a cute little rig. Really fun to drive. It's been upgraded with a probably 1970s Innocente 1300. So really cool little car. Definitely zippy. Really fun to drive. I've actually become, actually a true fan of these after having this around. So we'll do a little walk around here and I'll show you different things about it in general. It is a factory left-hand drive, so it's not a converted one. And as far as I can see underneath and everything, and I'll put it on a video when I have it on my lift, no rust repairs. It was a one owner up till just a couple years ago. So true Oregon car. It was imported here, originally sold here in Oregon. I've got the authenticity certificate as well. So we'll show you some stuff here and show you the lights and different things. Hey Stanley, do you like that one? Can't take his eyes off of it. So we'll walk around here and got the headlights. We got marker lights. Got marker lights down there. And how about bright lights? Then bright lights. There we go. And then we got blinkers. We got our left. And we got our right. Okay, here we are with the lights. We're gonna do brake lights first. Then we got tail lights. And then we've got blinkers. You can see the left. You can see the right. And then also you can see here, license plate light works as well. So, okay, here we'll just start from the front. I just wanted to show you different things. If you look down the side, actually fairly straight. If you look down lower and stuff, we'll get over there on the door. A little bit of waviness and stuff. There's not any rust bubbles or anything on it at all. And you'll notice here, it's got the widened mini wheels, which is a really nice add for the car. We'll look across the front. The original emblem is in good shape. You're gonna notice some little chips. You'll notice little scratches. You can see here a little crack in the paint. You can see here a little filler just along that lip there that wasn't sanded out 100%. The paint on it's actually pretty old. I'm gonna guess it's probably, I don't know, probably 20 something years old. You can see a chip right here in the paint. The lenses and everything looks good, and you can see here it's got a quick release here. Knobs. You can take the grill out real fast. The car had spent a little bit of just on track days. We've got a roll bar and everything for it as well. You can see in the photos. Just go around here and look at the wheels. Absolutely no rust bubbles at all that I've seen on the car. You look down here in the bottom of the rockers, really nice condition. You can see a little chip right there, and little chips and little touch-ups in general. It's kind of nice because it is older paint, and what you see is what you get. When we put it on my lift, you'll see more of the rockers. It's just really hard to find one of these cars that isn't rusty. I have myself have a major project, little 64, that has to have repairs and stuff done to it, and I don't know if we'll ever put it together. But in our pictures you'll see some little scratches that were in it. They actually weren't scratches, they were little scuffs, so I actually waxed them off. So you can see here that it's real clean compared to the photos. You can see a little tiny little scratch mark there, maybe from a fingernail. You look around here, in good shape. A couple little scuffs right there. Look around the wheel lip. Very nice. Windows all function. The roof is really in good shape. You look around the gutter, no bubbles or anything. Very clean. You can see the seam, see a little bit coming out along the edge there. But nothing really to be concerned about. I haven't seen any major dents or anything. If you look really close right here, you can see some little tiny, hopefully you can see that little rings, and that's from the top, the luggage rack that goes on it, just from the suction cup. So those might be able to be waxed out, maybe cut and buff it a little bit, but wet sand or something like that, but you will see some there. The rest of the top looks real good. Go around here to the front of the windshield. The gutters are clean, the little drains are good. I haven't seen any window chips or anything. They actually look pretty good. Walk around here to the back. You'd think if you've watched my videos before, it should take me half the time because it's half the length of most cars. But I'll probably take up the full 30 minutes that I normally do. Look around the window. Looks good. I haven't seen any signs of any accidents or anything on this car either. When you look in the inner aprons and everything, they look good. Original emblem. These are original plates from 1964 as well, which is kind of cool. Sometimes when you are in the trunk here, you got to flip these back in. You can see I had them out. Just walk around here. I'll show you more of the trunk in a minute. Everything looks real clean. Taillights actually look pretty clean. Maybe a couple little stress cracks, but nothing major. Got some little dirt on it right here, but just from driving a minute ago, but you can see some little chips right there that haven't been touched up. Look around the wheel lip. Looks nice. We don't have the door all the way. Well, actually that door was shut, but it's out just a little tiny bit. You can see some little chips here. Might be able to adjust that a little bit. I'm not sure. This door here is off in color just a little bit. You can see too, it's a little bit whiter than the rest of the car. Hopefully you can see that. You can see some little cracking, of the paint there that's been touched up. Had a different mirror on it at one point. The windows all slide open and everything. Good, so no issues with that. Again, I'll have it on my lift, and you can see a better shot of the rockers, but a couple little chips there. But hopefully that gives you a good look. The tires, I'm not sure what year they are. They're Yokohama. Let's see the size. There we go. 165/70, 10 inches. And the little guys, so. Okay, here we are. So I wanted to show you that the locks do work on it. There's only a key for this side. You can see there, it locks. You can see how nice the door shuts. And actually real quick while I'm here with the key, you can see that's locked. And the trunk lock does work as well. But anyways, we'll take a look at the interior. Interior is real nice. It's got new carpet and correct material and everything. Looks really good. I actually love the look of the interior in this, and the little gold. Very, very nice. It's got new floor mats as well. You look across the dash. Really nice condition. I'll show you all that working and stuff. You can see here, really cool little old school tack. You can see some tape around the edge, but very, very, very neat. You can see some little cracking on the horn ring. I didn't take this wheel cover off. I don't know if there's any cracks, but I don't see any cracks around the edge here. You look inside, you can see some little rubbing in the jams and stuff, but overall really clean jams. Really impressive for a little Mini. No accident damage. Had the door panels redone as well. You know, all the window felts look good. Windows do roll open nice. Let's look at the jams. Go ahead and look in the back seat area again, really nice. You can see here it doesn't have any seat belts, and I do have a couple seat belts. They're two different styles. One's more of a racing seat belt. You can see the headliner. Actually, the headliner actually is very original, and I don't think that it's been replaced. You see the dome light works. You can see a little cut back there. You know, as I mentioned before, it's a 2-owner. I'm actually helping a friend of mine sell it, and actually the gentleman that I sold a little 510, little blue one recently, it's actually his really good friend, and I've become friends with him now too. He just asked me to help him sell it and represent it for him, and I'll still do all the paperwork and all that stuff. But it's definitely a nice car. I like to take, you know, I'll sell cars for people if they're in nice condition, and especially if the owner wants me to tell the truth. And so that's the main thing. You know, I just want people to know what they're buying, and that's what you expect. You know, we'll take a look on the other side. We're going to show you some other stuff under my lift, I've already said, and underneath the hood, and we'll drive it around a little bit. But very, very nice interior. Here we are on the passenger side. You can see door shuts real nice. You'll see here that just a little gap, a couple little chips there. You know, again, the interior looks great on this side. You know, really nice and clean. You know, a mix of original and reproduction material, but overall it's nice. And I do have some seat extensions that you'll see in pictures, so you can actually put the seat back. You know, probably bring it back probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. So if you're a little taller, it'd be good. You know, the pop open windows work. You know, really clean. Just wanted to give you another perspective from this side. You know, definitely the door jamb looks good. You can see the original spot welds. You know, not a lot of issues with this car, you know, body integrity wise. You know, it's actually really hard to find in this condition, honestly. So hopefully that gives you a good look. You can see the door panel looks in good condition. Actually, this should slide right there. I'll have to attach that a little better. Didn't notice that till just now. You can see down here in the bottom of the doors, and we'll take pictures from underneath so you can see it. So okay, we're going to take a look underneath the hood. There's actually a little lever. Having someone help me with it, it's just hard to hold the camera. You can see a little push in right there, and it's got a little prop rod, little slot there. But anyways, really clean engine compartment. I did do a little bit of detailing, not a lot. You know, overall very, very clean in here. You know, all the tags and everything are there. It's been upgraded to a 1300. You know, before they were 1000 cc, so this one really does get up and scoot, you know, pretty nice. And I think it's probably a 70s model. I haven't decoded it or anything like that, but I have a bunch of paperwork on it in general. Hand me that paperwork. You can see here, you know, just a lot of receipts through the years, you know, in general, you know, where it's been and stuff. But what this is really nice because the original owner back in 2000 did a hand by hand, you know, notations of all the little things that he's done, and it shows right here, engine transmission 1300 Innocenti, but he didn't write the years of the engine or anything like that. But actually really nice to have his notes and thoughts. And also we have the Heritage Trust. You can see here it is a factory left-hand drive. So many of these you see they've been converted over, and it was brought here to Oregon when it was new. You can see here destination dealer. So this is actually pretty cool to have in general. So, you know, everything seems to be in order. Here you can see the engine number. You can see the VIN tag 361364. That matches on the title. Here, I mean, this is definitely, you know, original owner type of thing to do. You know, no one does that anymore, but I love that when I get a lot of cars. And I remember having one of my grandma's little machines and click, 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 write my name and different things. So cool to see, and I hope the next owner keeps that there. You know, the engine looks good. You know, dual carbs. Look inside the aprons. Very, very clean. You know, no issues in here in general. The only thing that I had to do is I got a new dipstick for it. It was leaking a little bit, the little gasket around it, so put a new dipstick from Moss Motors. So go ahead and start it up when you hear it run. It's got a choke. It starts right up. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. And it'll start up nice and smooth. Rev it up just again. I'll take it back here to the exhaust. Rev it up a little bit. You know, real clean, so it doesn't blow smoke or anything like that, but you know, it runs like a little sewing machine. So we'll put it on my lip so you can see underneath. The horn does work. I probably beeped it a few times already. A little bit. Nice and orderly underneath here. So hopefully that gives you a good look at the mechanicals in general. Hey, here we're going to take a look inside the trunk. You know, it actually looks pretty good. You can see the spare tire and the battery. You know, no signs of any accidents or rust. I'll take the spare tire out for pictures. You know, if you look inside here, very, very clean. No problems behind the tail lights or anything like that. If you look at the quarter panel, looks nice, no rust around the shock mounts. Obviously I can't see this side, but I suspect there's no issue there. And I'll show you inside the wheels and stuff when I have it on the lift. You can see the mount. Let's look up here. You know, again, that everything looks really nice and clean. You know, so hopefully that gives you a good look in general. You know, this looks nice too. So nice little trunk. Hey, here we're out cruising around a little mini out here in beautiful Oregon. Look at the fields and stuff. I mean, it's quite a sight. And I love looking out here. You can just see for miles and miles and miles. I'm letting Nolan drive today. He got pretty excited when he drove this because I didn't tell him, you know, much about it. He was just thinking of the size. It must drive a little like a little beat-up bug or something like that. But actually, when he took it out and came back, he was all smiles. He was like, "Oh my gosh, that thing's got a lot of power." Really, really fun to drive. Just fell in love with it, so I thought I'd let him drive today. Yeah, I love the dash on these, the way it looks. It's a little concave back there. Really cool, the gauges and stuff. You can see the odometer works. Right there, you got 07156. It's just changing the 7. Trip meter works. You see the speedometer works. Got oil pressure, temperature gauge, and the fuel gauge is working. It's actually kind of cool too. It's got this really old school tack. You can see here. It actually works. You can see it raising. We're in 3rd gear now, shifting to 4th. Trying to teach Nolan how to drive at 4-speed too, so he's smiling, but I won't let. Actually tried to elbow me. stop it right in the right spot, because if you stop it, it'll stop right here. So really cool. We'll go over some of the other stuff later. You can see the choke right there. So it's just really neat little car. So I was actually pretty surprised to drive it myself, because I haven't driven an old school Mini before, and I was actually really impressed. Sometimes I'd go to Sovereign Racers or SCCA or something like that, see them screaming down the back stretches and stuff like that, and I just never knew that they were so, really zippy little cars. So I can totally see all the rage about them, and definitely a fan, since I'm having this one around. So anyways, we'll cruise around a little bit more and show you some more stuff. Hey, here we are. We're going to take a look underneath the little Mini. Everything can look really cute on the outside and pretty, but the first thing I do when I look at a rig, I hop underneath of it and take a look and see the structure and stuff. And what's really nice about this and doing a video, you're obviously going to see the pictures and stuff, but this thing doesn't have any rust repairs. Really, really clean. And a lot of cars, that's not a big deal. You expect it, but a lot of these Minis were super rusty and had issues and stuff, but this doesn't have any floor repair, rocker repair that I've seen. All the structural things are really, really, really good. So we'll just take a look here and walk around. I'll just show you different things up here, up in the front. You can see the engine, it's pretty clean. We did a little detail on the motor and cleaning, so it's not freshly rebuilt or anything, but we just wanted to make it look nice. You can see these numbers up there on the side. We'll take a photo there so you can see it. Motor mounts look good and everything. If you look up here, obviously it's got older shocks, but what we want to take a look at is it's not rusty up there around the mount. Very, very good. You can see the unibody up here. The front frame rails look good. Go ahead and look on the other side. You can see up there, not any accident damage up there behind the headlight. We'll go ahead and look up here on the inner aprons. Again, you can see where the shock mount looks nice, and where it drops down here into the back of the wheel. It looks really good. We haven't seen any major oil leaks or anything on it. There was a bad dipstick in it, so I got the correct dipstick, and so there was a little dampness underneath here, but we alleviated that. You can see this axle here, there's a little bit of dampness around that axle, but it hasn't been leaking or anything. The boot looks really good. It's not cracked. If you look in between here, looks nice. The brakes work good. We did get all the Zerks. All the dust caps look good. You can see here the steering boot looks good as well. You can see there are no cracks. Go ahead and on this other side here real fast. It's just amazing. It's not rusty in here. Very, very clean. You see that boot looks good. We'll just work our way back here. I was just going to show you because I didn't show it to you before. You can see the bottom of the firewall and everything looks good. Floor pan's really, really nice. When was the last time you've seen an original Mini like this? Original pans. You look at the rockers. Very, very clean. You can see these little holes right here. That was from the roll bar that I already showed you. The floors look good, and what saved it, you can see these little drains right here. They're not clogged. Go ahead and look at the floor on this side. Again, the rocker looks good. We've been driving around. We should have cleaned it a little better there, but it's underneath the car. Really amazing rockers. Very, very nice. Just take a look at the floor. What's really nice too is I can spend half the time walking underneath here because the car's, you know, short. Look back here. Everything looks in order. Exhaust looks good. The tunnel looks good. Electric fuel pump. And the frame rail looks really nice. Look up here in the wheel well. Again, it's not rusty. The shock mounts look nice. You can see a little dent right here. But again, no rust or anything like that. You can see all the original spot welds on the car. You can see there was some repairs done on this battery box here, but nothing major, no rust. You can see the original spot welds around there. Let's go up here and take a look. Very nice. You know, when you're underneath here too, you can look at the body a little bit more. A little bit of waviness. You can see some little sand scratches in general on the bottom of the door. It's a little harder to see outside, you know, but you know, the car's pretty straight, but a little bit of waviness in the doors overall. A little bit of orange peel. You know, when you put a car on a lift, you can just kind of see just a little bit more of the condition. You know, it helps that it is white. You can see this door is just a little wavy. A couple little chips and scratches and different little things, little sanding scratches you can see right here. But hopefully that gives you kind of a better look. You know, especially the structure. I mean, the thing's really remarkable for one of these cars. So, you know, if you got any more questions, you know, you can email me or, you know, ask them on the auction. You can call me, you know, I'd be glad to help. So, thanks for looking and happy bidding.